Well, for a very long time on my channel, I recommended to you, if you're going to declutter, have a keep box. And what this would be is a box where you were allowed to put items that you just wanted to think about. You weren't sure if you wanted to keep them or not, so you'd box them up and stick them in a basement or an attic or a garage. And you would give yourself about 6 months to think about it. And if you hadn't opened the box in that amount of time, you could donate it guilt-free. Well, I've come up with some reasons why I don't recommend this anymore. I don't think it's a great idea. Certainly, if this is the only way you feel like you can get started, is if you kind of have this cushion, by all means. But I want to present to you a pretty solid argument as to why having a keep box can set you back. And let's go through kind of a sample of what this would look like in an actual decluttering process. Okay, so say you're in your kitchen decluttering, you come across something really cute like this, and you say, you know, this is adorable. It was shoved in the back of my cupboard, but it is so cute. I don't know what I would use this for, but it's really adorable and I want to use it. I'm gonna stick it in the keep box, and if I haven't found a use for it in 6 months or 3 months, then I can go ahead and get rid of it. Okay, so this is kind of the thought process that you're going along. Look at this eyeshadow palette. I totally remember loving these colors when I bought this. I just don't really wear colors like this, but it's like in brand new condition. And what if I want these colors? So I'm gonna stick it in this box. Here is a game that we got for Christmas. So this is something that's still in the wrapper. So you could think, oh my gosh, I feel so bad donating this. It was a gift. It's still in the wrapper, so it's like, you know, brand new. I feel bad getting rid of a new item. Somebody paid money for this. We haven't played this and we've had it for a year, but I'm sure that when we have game night, we'll be wondering where this is. So I'm gonna stick it in the box. Going through your closet. Cute, cute little headband. I remember buying this. I remember thinking it was literally the cutest thing. It reminded me of a summer picnic. So these memories, these emotions are gonna kind of hold me back, because I'm gonna say this was so cute when I bought it and I had good intentions, and I don't want to go back on my good intentions. Like, I should honor those, right? But I haven't worn it, so I'm gonna stick it in the box. These are the kinds of things that can hold us back. Cute shirt. This used to be one of my favorites. You can say, oh my gosh, I totally have this shoved in the back of my closet. I forgot about this. So I actually want to remember it and potentially wear it, but it doesn't fit me very well right now. So if I grow into it, or if I shrink in size, let's be realistic, then I'm gonna really wish that I had kept this, because I love this shirt. I just don't fit it right now. Darling planner stickers. You could think, oh my gosh, I used to have so much fun in my planner, and with all these stickers, they're so cute. So you could flip through this and say, well, I haven't really used my stickers in a long time, but I really hate to waste these. And what if I get into sticker planning again? And then I don't want to have to go out and buy a whole new bunch of stickers when these are totally good and perfectly cute. So I'm going to stick them in here. Okay, so you can go on and on and on. That's just kind of an example of some of the thought processes that can hold you back. So what you would do if you were doing this method is you would go ahead and box this up, and again, put a date on it. If you hadn't gotten into this box in said amount of time, you would just take it straight to the donations. Okay, although this is comforting, it's comforting to have this stuff in reserve. I'm going to tell you why it's maybe not such a good idea and how it can hold you back. So the reason why I don't recommend having a keep box anymore is, one, it delays an inevitable decision. You are going to handle these items again no matter what, and you're going to have to make a decision about them, whether that's just handling the box. Now you're handling it twice. Let's say you are tempted to open the box and see what's inside. Let me tell you, it is hard to donate a box of stuff that you know is perfectly good without opening it up and looking at it again. So you're handling these items again. Let's say you don't even do that. You just donate the box. This is space. This is mental space. This is something I didn't understand about decluttering when I just got started on the journey. Every single item in your home costs you something. So even keeping the item, let's say you're keeping it because you spent money on it, you're actually paying again and again and again. Every time you have to shuffle the item around, clean it, handle it, think about it, fix it, anything like that, store it. It is costing you. It is mental space, mental energy, sometimes emotional energy. So you're going to have to handle this again, and it's just taking up that energy. So rather than handle it twice, go ahead and just deal with it right on the spot. There are two rules that I love to follow. The 20-20 rule. Can I replace this for $20 or less in 20 minutes or less? That is so comforting. That's the thing. Having this backup, this keep box, this think about box, maybe box is kind of a comfort. There are other comforting things like you can get this in 20 minutes or less for $20 or less. That's comforting. That is so reassuring. I'm going to let this item go because it's not a for sure, but I know for a fact I can get it again for $20 or less in 20 minutes or less. Also, I love the 90-90 rule. Have I worn this in the last 90 days? Will I wear it again in the next 90? Well, I haven't worn it in the last 90 days, and unless I lose 20 pounds in the next 3 months, then no. So it goes. It can go away. If these are items that you are not currently using, they are not currently contributing to your life, they are not serving you in any way, then it is clutter, plain and simple. So if you look at this as repackaged clutter and you're saying, you know, I want to declutter my home, I want to get the clutter out of here. By putting it in a box, you are simply repackaging your clutter. It doesn't simply become something else because it's in a different packaging or in a different location. So if you are just putting this in your garage to deal with later, it's just repackaged clutter and you're trying to declutter. So try and build these muscles and make the decisions on the spot with really, really valuable questions like the 20-20, 90-90. I also love the concept of saying if it is not a for sure yes, it is a definite no. Try and make the decision on the spot and try not to mull over it too long either. I notice that the longer I hold onto an item and think about it, the more likely I am to keep it. So try and make the decision in 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, another reason I don't recommend having a keep box is because it gives you a sense of false progress. You might get done in a space and look around and say, wow, I just decluttered so much. Here's the problem. You didn't really declutter all those items, did you? Now you just have this repackaged clutter and you didn't make real progress. You made kind of false progress depending on how much you kept. I'm not saying no progress because you might have gotten rid of plenty, you might have gotten rid of trash, but you don't have a full picture and you don't have that sense of complete progress as if you'd made the decision right on the spot to get rid of these items that weren't a for sure yes. So it gives you this illusion of false progress, and that is not helpful, especially when you're trying to build decluttering muscles. As a bonus, I want to let you know what I do think is good to store. I made an entire video on this. I will have that linked, but this is different than a keep box. Keep is like, I'm thinking about it. I don't want to make the decision right now. What I'm talking about is a life reserve. As you're going through your house, decluttering items, there are certain things that I highly recommend keeping a backup of for specific reasons, in case you have company, in case something breaks, if it's something that breaks often, or in case you have holiday parties and host dinner parties, things like that, where you want to have a few extra. These are very specific. So let me go through really quickly and let you know what I do recommend having a backup of. For the life reserve, you are not necessarily going out and buying these items. This just means as you're going through your house decluttering and you notice you have an extra of these things, go ahead and keep one. For the first items that I recommend you keep, it is a towel, a blanket, an extra pillow like to sleep on, and then an extra set of sheets, one per bed size in your home. It's really nice when company comes over to not have to worry about this. I know I have an extra pillow plus pillow stain, extra blanket, towels get old and dingy, plus you always have an extra nice towel for your guests. Maybe you keep your nicest towel in that reserve specifically for company. I also love to keep a spare phone charger in case mine gets broken or lost. Also, an extra ceramic mixing bowl. These are so handy in the kitchen, such a staple, and they break. So I always like to keep an extra on reserve. Any kind of glassware, dishware that you would use on a daily basis, like drinking glasses, ceramic dishware like bowls and plates. You might think, why wouldn't I just keep all this stuff in my kitchen? It's nice to get it out of your main living space so that you're not dealing with it on an everyday basis. Trust me, the less you have to manage, the more freedom you have. So get it out of your kitchen. You don't need 7 extra bowls and 17 extra glasses on a day-to-day. Just put these in your life reserve. I also like having a couple extra dish towels. Again, get the excess out of your kitchen and then reserve the other ones for when your dish towels get stained. These are all items that I have loved having a backup of, and that is secure, knowing these are things I for sure 100% do need and will use, and I have them in reserve. That's the real comfort, knowing you have exactly what you need, not having this necessarily. This is not, at least to me, this is not a huge comfort. It's actually more of a burden. I challenge you to try this, as tempting as it may be to have this keep box. I challenge you the next time you're decluttering not to keep anything that is not a definite yes. Trust me, you will feel so much lighter, and I think that is the goal. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe before you leave. I make videos like this every single week, but I will be in Ireland for the next 2 weeks, so I will catch you in the middle of November. Thanks for watching today, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.